Hello friends, in previous video we have learned the basics of Python, variables in Python, how to give comments in Python. In this video we are going to study very important data structure of Python, that is list. List is very similar to array with the exception that data elements can be of different data types. Array can store homogeneous data elements, but list can store heterogeneous data elements. You can have both numeric as well as string data in a Python list. List is a collection which is ordered and changeable. List always maintains its order and it is mutable. List can allow duplicate members also. Lists are written in the square brackets. So this is how the list get declared. List1 is the variable name. In square brackets, we have taken string elements A, B, C, D. These are the string elements and print list1. Here the list get printed. List2 is another list, but it contains integer data elements. Here we again printed list2. But list gives us a functionality that you can store homogeneous as well as heterogeneous data elements. So here in list3 I have taken one string variable, one integer variable, one float variable and one another integer variable, and I tried to print this list3. This has given me an output Akshara 11, 2.2 and 199. This list allows us to pass multiple data elements of different data types. If you want to print the specific element of the list, then you can use print list1 of 1. In list1, this is list1, print the first element, that is B. The index of list always start from 0. So A is at 0th position, 1 B. At one index position of list1, the B is present, that's why it has printed the output as B. Again, in list2, print the 0th element. In list2, the 0th element is 1, that's why it has printed 1. In list3, at 0th position equal to Python and print list3. Here we are assigning some another value to a list. In list3 at 0th position we are having the variable named as Akshara, but now we want in list3 at 0th position the variable must be the data element, not variable, the data element must be Python. So here at list3 at 0th index position we have passed data element string Python and we try to print list3, that's why it has printed Python 11, 2.2 and 99. In this way we can modify the data elements in list, that's why it is called as mutable, that is changeable. To remove any element from the list, we use a keyword called as delete, that is del. Delete list third item 0. So list 3 item 0 is Akshara, then we change it as Python. That's why this item will get deleted and now again we'll print list3. This will give me an output as 11, 2.2, 199. That is Python got deleted just because of this del keyword. Del is used to remove a list element. Here we have taken one more list. Li is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. These are the data elements and we have printed this list. In list, till now we have seen the positive indexing, that is we have seen this 0, 1, all this in type of indexing. But in list you can also do a negative indexing. Negative indexing means beginning from the end. -1 refers to the last item and -2 refers to the second last item. In this way, if I print li of -1, that means this last item will get printed. Negative of -1 means last item printed, and if I choose positive one, then the first item will get printed. Again print li of -2. Li is nothing but our list name. -2 means second last element of the list. It has printed me 9. You can specify a range of indexes by specifying where to start and where to end the range. Print list 1:5. Here I am starting from the first position of list and I am ending at the 5th. But in the search, we'll start at index 1 will get included and the end index 5 get not included. At index 1 we are having 2, 3, 4 and 5. In this way 2, 3, 4, 5 get printed. The element which is present at 5th index position is 6. This will not be printed. This is the rule of list, that it will start at index 1, that will get included, and end at index 5, that will not get included. To determine how many items are present in the list, you have to use the built-in function called as len. Print len of li means it will returns the list of length of list which is 10. To add an item to the end of the list, use the function append. li.append 11. If in this list called as li, here are 10 elements, but if I want to add one more element which is 11, then I can use the function called as append. This will append a value at the end of list. Why these numbers are integer and these are string? Because I have passed this number by using double quotes. That's why it is printing in a string format. I hope you understand the function called as length and append. Now we will move towards a new function called as pop. The pop method removes a specific index or the last item if index is not specified. Here the index is not specified. That's why the pop function has removed the last element. The last element is 11 and in this list the last element got removed. Now we will learn a new function in a list, that is copy function. The copy function is used to copy the list. In my list, this is one variable or this is one list equal to li.copy. Li is my predefined list. In li list, I have to copy this list into my list. That's why I print this my list by using this copy function, and here it has printed me a new list. If I want to join two lists, then list 3 is my another list equal to li is my predefined list, then my list is my copied list, this li plus my list, and I want to print. So by using plus operator you can join the two lists. Here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 is my li and my list is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So both these lists get joined by using this plus operator. So in this way we have seen various functions of list, that is copy, pop, then how to remove, len, negative indexing. There are various other method of list also, that is clear, count, sort, insert, remove, reverse, etc. Thanks for watching the video. If you like this video, you can like, share and subscribe to my YouTube channel. In next video we are going to learn about tuple. This tuple is another important data structure in Python. Thank you.